Let me do a sound check real quick. How y'all doing? Let me just check on YouTube real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. This thing load. Let me give me 1 second. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, we are good to go. Let me turn this off. Okay. How y'all doing this evening? Movie 186 back again with another video. And this is just another episode of FireProChats. We're going to discuss AEW's women's division. We're not. I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of time on it. I just wanted to just discuss it real quick. Yeah, I just want to discuss it real quick. Just as a way to kind of, because there's a lot of talk about the division and if the women are not good or not, and I want I just want to talk about it. Let me see, where am I at now when it comes to the next match? Yeah, I'm doing the best of the Super Juniors. So where are we at? Okay. Okay, I believe this is the next match. So, all right, so we'll do that. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about this because this has been a big topic early on in AEW's lifespan. I think if there was a couple things that I wanted to say about AEW, is by and large I thoroughly enjoyed the product. I think the show week to week has been very good. I think that there are some things that they do need to fix when it comes to the production, like some of the audio problems. I can nitpick some of the stuff going on with the picture-in-picture stuff, like some of the decision making when it comes to the picture-in-picture stuff. It does annoy me from time to time, just depending on when they do it. But like overall, I think the show's been good. I think by and large, when you really think about a wrestling show, like first time these guys have done weekly television, I think by and large I think they've done a good job. Obviously they do need to get better. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but there are some aspects that do need to get better. When it comes to the wrestling side of it, obviously Jericho as champion has been a huge plus. Their tag team division is outstanding. I would argue it's the best tag team division in wrestling, barring what New Japan does. But I'll talk about that a little bit. I'll talk about that in a future video. Oh, by the way, follow me on Twitter. Like, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of stuff on Twitter. Like I said earlier on this year, I am gonna be covering more wrestling-related content. So, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll put a lot of that wrestling-related content on there. So yeah. So like AEW, like I was saying about AEW, their tag division is the best in wrestling in my opinion. And I think they have a good mid-card. I think they need to do a better job of highlighting and showcasing their mid-card, and I'll explain that I'll explain that in a future video. But yeah, I think it's very hard to not say that when it comes to the wrestling, the biggest weakness that they have is the women's division, and it's not because they have, and it really isn't because they have bad women wrestlers. When you look at their women's roster, and I'm gonna pull it up right here. I'll pull it up on my phone. Let me pull it up on my They have a lot of they have a lot of women in their roster. A lot of women that probably people don't know. A lot of people that probably people don't realize they're in the company. And I do think that's part of the problem that they have when it comes to their roster. I don't know, my internet's acting.
5 minutes gone.
So when it comes to the women, right? They have a lot more women than people realize. And hell, even me, yeah, they have a lot of women that I didn't realize was going on. Right? So when you look at their roster, right? Let me give you a name of some people that you probably haven't seen yet, or probably don't realize are there. Okay, Yuka Sakazaki. I mean, she's officially on the women's roster, but we really haven't seen her since Dynamite's been a thing. We haven't seen her. Shanna, we've only seen her a little bit. Shady Gibbs, haven't seen her at all. If you're a fan of high flying women, look her up. I haven't seen her in Dynamite at all. And you look at Penelope Ford, we've seen her on TV lately, but we haven't seen her in the wrestling match. Not yet. I mean, obviously, like women like Big Swole, we've only seen a little bit of her. Brie Priestley, we haven't seen much of her. And I think that's about it. I mean, they have overall they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They have 17 women on the roster. 17 women, right? So they have a lot of women in the roster, and some of them are obviously very, very good. You know what I mean? Obviously, Brie Priestley, Shanna, Shady Gibbs, and Riho. But the problem with their women's division currently is that the women that are the most focused are either not good, not around, or limited. And I will explain that, right now when it comes to each of the top, the most well-known members of the roster, right? Now, when you think about the people that you see the most on the roster, the first thing comes to mind is Brandy Rose with the Nightmare Collective, right? Which, in my opinion, is easily the worst thing in the company, even worse than the Dark Order. My thing is this, right? I don't think Brandy is bad as far as like a personality. I actually think I like her mic work. The problem is that as a wrestler she's not very good, and I don't know what the hell the Nightmare Collective is supposed to be. I don't get the end game of the Nightmare Collective. Like I don't understand what the end game is. They just introduced Luthor into the group, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure he's a wrestling he's a well-known wrestler in Canada, but I don't know what his like I said, I don't know what his deal is with. I don't know what makes him being part of the Nightmare Collective a thing. I don't understand. So you have that. So you have Brandy Rose, who's not very good in that. Then you have Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong, obviously a wrestling legend, wrestled in Japan for a number of years. The first time I ever saw Awesome Kong was in TNA, right? She was really one of the founding members of the TNA's women's division when they first started up with women like Gail Kim, the Beautiful People, whatever, right? In her prime, phenomenal wrestler, especially a phenomenal monster wrestler. nowadays she's very limited. You know, she's had a bad back for years, and you notice she don't really do much in ring. She don't really do much in ring. So you have Brandy, who's not good. You have Awesome Kong, who's limited, and then they have this other chick named Mel, who I've only seen her wrestle once, and she wasn't very good. So you have the Nightmare Collective. Then you have Britt Baker. Britt Baker is the one female here that's been highlighted more than any other wrestler on here. When you look at now, they have this thing called they have a record system, right? Where you see the women's they do stats in wrestling in AEW, and of all the women here, right, the woman who's had the most matches on Dynamite has been Britt Baker. She's 7-5, right? She's officially had 12 matches in AEW, right? And then you have like women like you have Hikaru Shida, who, in my opinion, I think when it comes to like total package, one, she's my favorite, and two, in my opinion, I think she's the best woman wrestler in the division. So she had 9 matches. You know, you have Statlander has 7. Nyla Rose has 8. I don't think she's as bad as people make her out to be. The champion Riho, I'll talk about her a little bit later. She has 12 matches too. So her and Britt Baker have 12 matches altogether. But on Dynamite, it seems like Britt Baker is the featured woman in the division, and it was kind of like that way when they first started. She was really what I believe the first female introduced, being part of AEW. So she's obviously a key member of the division. The problem with Britt Baker, and I didn't know much of her before she got into the business. I didn't know much of her before she signed with AEW, but she's not good. You know, I don't think she's not an awful wrestler, but you can just tell, like, her matches don't do nothing for me. And her matches normally are very clunky, very disorganized, you know what I mean? And now they are going in a different direction with her. I think that they're trying to turn her heel, and I'm interested to see how that goes. But as far as like in ring, she's not very good. She's not very good. So you have that, and then you have the other problem that they're having is that actually has to do with her champion and some of the wrestlers. Like Riho here, who's I think is a very good wrestler. I think she's an excellent choice for being first women's champion. She's very, very small, like not even 100 pounds. She's built at. She's very tiny. But when she comes out, she gets a reaction. People love her, right? But the problem is that she hasn't been on Dynamite all that often, and that's partly because she's in Stardom. Now, Stardom is an all-women's group in Japan, like an all-women's wrestling promotion in Japan. Ironically enough, they just got bought by the same parent company that owns New Japan. So that's a very interesting thing. That's interesting. So she wrestles in Stardom, and I don't believe she lives in this country. I think Shida, who's also Japanese, she moved down here. She moved to America. But Riho, I think she still lives in Japan. So she's not really seen all that often. So, and that's not just her. Like, you look at someone like a Brie Priestley, who I think would be awesome, full-time member of the AEW roster. But the problem is that she wrestles in Japan also in Stardom. She just won the tag team title with a woman who has appeared in AEW, Jamie Hayter. She's not technically on the list, but she's wrestled for AEW before. They wrestle in Japan. And the last woman I mentioned during the roll call, what's her name? Yuka Sakazaki. Like she hasn't appeared. She really hasn't appeared in AEW since the very beginning. The shows they were running before Dynamite. she hasn't been seen at all. So, you know, and she wrestles for Stardom as well. So, you know, so my overall point when it comes to the women's division, I don't think the women's division is bad per se. I just think that a lot of the women that are the more featured talents are either not good, limited, or not there at all. Like some of the more featured talent are not good. You know what I mean? Like Britt Baker and the women of the Nightmare Collective. Like those women are not the people that are being featured in the women's division are not good. So, you know, in order to fix that, you know, I think one of the things that they need to do is, in my honest opinion, you know, I do think that the Nightmare Collective stuff hopefully will generate enough heat, not go away heat, but regular bad guy heat, so that if you, let's say they decide to put the belt on Brandy Rhodes, right? They put the belt on Brandy, and that will allow somebody to who would, you know, go over as, you know, as like the ultimate baby. You know, I mean, maybe like someone like the Hikaru Shida, or maybe even the Chris Statlander. I know they're pushing her to, and she's pretty good. So I have nothing against that. So, you know, they may do something like that. You know what I mean? Or what they should do is frankly, like, they need to feature more women. Like, one of the problems that they have is that they don't have enough time to feature a lot of these women and be featured. And, like, you know, they don't really have enough time to kind of highlight these women. Right? And then the same thing goes with their mixed card when it comes to the men also. They don't really have enough time to really do like highlights and features on these wrestlers. Which is understandable because they only have really 2 hours of TV a week so far. And while, you know, they have social media and stuff like that, you know, you need more than social media in order to really get these women over. But I think in order to do that, they need to do this. Well, you know, just have them put them in matches. You know what I mean? Like you have to have your best in-ring performers perform. You know what I mean? I don't think these women need to have, you know, 2 segment matches or nothing like that. They don't need that, but you do need to build some of your women as top in-ring talent. You know what I mean? Like you know, someone like Hikaru Shida, Shady Gibbs, you know, like women like that. They need to be featured more when it comes to their wrestling, and then, you know, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. They just need to feature their women's wrestlers better. All right, this is me. I'm gonna be I'm controlling these wrestlers now. So yeah, so like, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't think the women's division is awful or anything like that. I don't think that. I just think that they just need to do a better job of highlighting them, showcasing these women, and, you know, I mean, it's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I don't think these women are awful. I just think that, you know, I just think we need to highlight the women that are good. And when it comes to the women that are not so good, I don't know. Like, you know, I don't think you should just give up on the Nightmare Collective stuff. I don't think you need to, you know. I don't think it needs to be like, oh, like kill it cold turkey. I don't think that's the right thing. I just think that they need to do a better job of you know, like, of highlighting these women and putting the best women in giving your best in-ring talent a platform. Yeah, just give these women a platform. That's it, man. Like, 'cause it really doesn't make sense that we haven't seen some of these women more, like Shanna, right? Like Shanna, like Brie Priestley. I get it because she's in Japan right now. But she needs to be more featured as an AEW talent, in my opinion. Same thing goes for, you know, like I said, Shady Gibbs, you know, and let me say say this about Nyla Rose, right? People think she's not good. Every match I've seen her in, she's been fine. Like I personally don't get the hatred that she gets. Now I don't know if she's a great wrestler. I doubt that she's a great wrestler. But I don't think she's also as terrible as people make her out. Me personally, at least I don't see it. Like people will shit. Like when she had that original match she had against Riho for the title, people were going on saying, "Oh, the match was garbage and this and that." And I'm like, did we watch the same match? Because I thought the match was good. Like I didn't hate the match at all. And I thought it was a good match. And you know, when it comes to the 4-way that happened like about a month ago, that match was awesome. And you know, Nyla did her part. Like she was good in that match too. So I don't get the hatred she gets. So you know, it is what it is. Man. I can't really. I don't really have much to say about it. So like I said, overall, like I'm gonna end this game after this. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that the division is bad or awful or nothing like that. I just think that they just need to do a better job of just of highlighting the women that can go. It's not that hard. It really isn't that hard. Just highlight the women that can go. And you know, as far as the Nightmare Collective stuff, if they have a plan, let's hurry up and get to the plan. And then, if not, we can just end it right there. Because I think it sucks. And the worst part is, unlike the Dark Order, where you know that Evil Uno and his partner, I forgot his name, but you know those guys can go, right? None of the women in that collective group can wrestle. And Kong, she really can't. She's not the same woman she was a few years ago because of her injuries. And Mel sucks. And Brandy's not a good wrestler either. You know, she's a good talker, but she's not a good wrestler. So whatever they're doing with the Nightmare Collective stuff, hopefully that stuff ends quickly, and hopefully they have a better idea of what they're doing with that. So that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Like I said, I'm gonna end the stream after this match. Hopefully, thank you guys for watching. If you're wondering what I'm playing Fire Pro Wrestling. It's easily the best wrestling game on the market right now. It's much better than WWE 2K20. You know what I mean? It works. You know what I mean? Alright guys, have a good night. See you guys later.